going to drop their 6th straight home game. This is going to be a rough post game for the Mavericks, for Rick Carlisle. They're going to sit on this one another day until they can play against Saturday. Thoughts on the Nuggets and the Lakers? Coming up next year. See what we got.
Just as the MVP every year in this league came out, the Knicks ready to go, and then I got the big rematch in the Western Conference Finals last year. I'm excited.
season ago. Jokic. Well, they double, go down low with a lunge right there by Caldwell Pope. And a foul called and 7:29 to go with the foul that goes on Marc Gasol.
And this is what the Lakers have done so well during their championship run a year ago in Orlando and this year. Creating offense from their defense. They turn you over and they're off to the races.
Denver is right now tied for number one for the most points on average in the first quarter in the NBA at over 31 a game. Good drive inside Barton. Nice defense by Gasol, and here comes LeBron. Here's that transition that Michael Malone was talking to us about today. They make the stop, they go the other way, and they get the deuce, and LeBron takes it in. He's got 7.
And a steal now here by the Lakers.
Number one defensive team in the NBA. Schroeder outside Caldwell Pope 3. He's a top 10 three-point shooter. Millsap with the rebound. Barton, Schroeder. Screen by Millsap. Switch on D. Over Davis. Into Murray. Jokic on top. Down low, Millsap. Shot clock at 5. Barton outside. Wide open triple. Teeing it up. Murray for 3 for the Nuggets.
Dribble penetration count. We saw this last year in Orlando from this Nuggets team. Martin right there, nice job there, sucking the defense in.
Denver is rested. They were supposed to play Detroit earlier this week, but there were some health and protocol issues with the Pistons. The game was canceled, and the Nuggets really could have used it, and they took advantage. It's a nice drive by LeBron. 2 in a row, right down the boulevard. He's got 9.
Kev, doesn't it always seem like LeBron James is playing downhill?
It does all the time. Nice spinner right there. Put up and in by Murray. And he puts in 5 and 3 shots to begin things. You see the field goal scorer right there. The history-making night tonight. Passing the former Laker, Wilt Chamberlain. Former Jayhawk. The driving is Caldwell Pope. Gasol 3. And picked up by JaMychal Green. Nuggets beat Utah by 11 Sunday. It was a huge win because the Jazz, of course, as we know, as that one goes up and in with a nice follow by Barton. Utah, Reggie, had won 11 consecutive games until that loss in Denver on Sunday night.
And the Nuggets beat the Jazz at their own game from behind that three-point line. Well, this one 80% from the three-point line. Unbelievable shooting performance.
Schroeder puts in a 3 from outside. He's got 5. Nice 3 right there by Dennis Schroeder, who had a career high in three-point shooting a season ago with Oklahoma City. This year, not quite as good. Only 30%. Murray, 15-footer. And LeBron collects it inside. Lakers began the 7th of the season 11-3. They have gone 5-3 since. It's Gasol thinking 3, bringing out Jokic. Shot clock at 7. The move by Gasol across the lane, and Jokic will pick up the foul. His first of the game. Reggie, I mentioned before that the Lakers at home are only 4-4, but their 12-2 road record is number 1 in the NBA. And that is one of the best starts in the history through the first 20 games of a season for a team on the road. They have been absolutely terrific, and they showed it coming off the road with a nice winning 5 of 7 in their longest road trip that they just completed. Who are your NBA All-Stars? Your vote counts twice today for NBA All-Star voting presented by AT&T. Make sure to vote at NBA.com, NBA app, or on Twitter using hashtag NBA All-Star. Kuzma and Horton Tucker will check in for the Lakers. Michael Porter Jr. has come in for the Denver Nuggets.
This is part of that revamp Laker bench. Obviously Kuzma, who's part of that Laker bench, but how about Horton Tucker coming off as well?
Oh, what a play by Murray. Skies and jackhammers it in. Woo, wow.
That's the Jamal Murray we saw a lot of in Orlando as well.
Quickly doubling Gasol. Outside they go. Quick move here. Horton Tucker. young player out of Iowa State. He'll put up a three, and he puts it down. Pretty shot outside by Taylor, who is a 33% three-point shooter.
Played well during the preseason and has played well all year for Frank Vogel and this Laker team.
Kuzma got in the way of the pass. Porter fumbled it away. Here comes Gasol. Look at the old center. Take it down. Work into Jokic. It's a Jokic-type move into Davis. What a great pass. And the flush, the result. Gasol with the assist. Nice play by the Lakers. And their lead is at 2 over Denver. Lakers right here on a 10-2 run. Now look at this jam right here by Jamal Murray. Had that terrific playoff series in the bubble. And then AD is hurt from inside. Nuggets. Here comes Denver. They're down by 2. LA, of course, beat Denver in the Western Conference Finals a season ago with a little foul called there. Lakers 4-1 over the Nuggets in the Western Conference Finals down in Orlando with the foul there on Schroeder. That's a good shooting start by both these teams. Lakers 9-14, Denver is 9-16.
And that's no surprise here. Both of these teams offensively in the top 5 in terms of shooting the basketball, field goals, as well as three-point.
Millsap working on Anthony Davis.
On knees right there with Millsap. Looks like AD's a little gimpy as he's running back.
He came in with the right quad bruise that forced him to miss a game last week. It is still tender. Horton Tucker with the try, takes it right into Jokic. Tough shot, may have been over. Porter gets the ball. 10 is a three. Monte Morris up and pushed, and there it goes. The 50-50 balls, Reggie, have been a big part of the Lakers' early season start. They've been very proud of how they've hustled with Schroeder with a little Euro step and gets the deuce with a good-looking drive.
I think as this season progresses, and especially in the playoffs, Schroeder is going to take on a much bigger role offensively for this Laker team. I just think he can get any shot he wants, and he's just going to compliment AD and LeBron. Beautiful pass.
Woo, it sure was. Terrific pass. Porter gets it. Murray gets another good-looking assist, and he's already got 4. Murray's got 4 assists. Schroeder the drive. Davis gets the offensive rebound double. Outside, Tucker 3. And picked up in there by Denver. The quick outlet caught. Monte Morris puts on the brakes and nails a 14.5-footer on the fly. And a timeout taken. Back and forth we go. Now the Nuggets on top by 2 with 1:40 to go in the first quarter. Pinpoint pass. Jamal Murray, the cutting Porter, and a lead for Denver. Shooting. 9 points for James, 7 for Schroeder, and for the Denver Nuggets, 7 for Murray, 5 apiece for Green and Barton. And inside, it's a jam by the newly instated Montrezl Harrell. And boy, Reg, hasn't he been flourishing over the last couple games? They're mindful now to get him some passes and make him do things like that.
Well, again, this is the 6th man of the year, and he has great hands in that low post area. Nice job there by Taylor to penetrate and suck the defense in to allow Harrell to use those hands and quickness in that post area.
Looks like Caruso may have picked up a foul right there. At the free throw line to be Murray. Harrell getting the technical. With Denver on top by Brown. And possession. Monte Morris. Get it off for Hartenstein, who comes in the game. Isaiah Hartenstein, originally drafted by Houston. He's number 25. Bumping inside with Kyle Kuzma. Outside it goes for JaMychal Green. He's at 1-3. Missing there. Rebound James. Back in the contest. And LeBron clutches on to his 3rd rebound. Outside Kuzma. His triple. Picked up by Monte Morris. Final half minute of this first quarter. The hesitation in the drive by Morris, and he puts it in.
Absolutely beautiful hesitation. Just froze the defense and was able to get all the way to the cup. Nice move there by Morris. Little 2-3 zone here by Denver to finish up this first quarter.
They go inside the arrow, bobbled away, picked up by Porter, who's playing in only his 11th game for the Nuggets in game number 21. Had some issues with health. Now he is back. They love the way he's been playing. Murray right here. Shot clock and game clock the same. Down to 3 over Caruso. Tap up, no good right there. Hartenstein for Nuggets shooting 52%. 8 for Murray. And a lead after one with the NBA on TNT presented by State Farm.
Hey fans, Will Barton from the Denver Nuggets. It's time for a game brew. Check this out.
Here is Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, Beverly the 5 for the Clippers. Good defense inside by Davis. Fast break, and LeBron the other way. Whoa, he put it down hard.
LeBron James closing in on a triple-double. Kuzma hangs, can't finish, but LeBron over the top with a one-handed stop.
LeBron will bring it up. Oh, logo ball. He's got it. A logo 3 for LeBron.
Now case they go. Derrick Jones Jr. Oh, denied by LeBron James.
That's blocked away from Harrell. So he tried to force it up. Sexton. Well, LeBron blocks. LeBron now under a minute.
This
And
is
the
the
Lakers
possession
lead
the
by
Lakers
2.
need to scratch.
LeBron bullies his way. Count it. And 1. The Lakers do to the opposition, and the Bulls did it right back to the purple and gold, who are wearing their white uniforms. Down the middle. Look out below. One who said he's got this game circled. He had it circled. Look at this. Oh, left-handed to KCP to score.
Davis and LeBron combining for the last 9 Lakers points. Now James got the ball in his hands the whole possession, and he'll stick it.
Doesn't get the defender in the air. We've only got 3 to shoot. Logo, go 3 for LeBron. Logo, bring up another logo. After one, Nuggets by 3. They led by as many as 6. Murray had 8. LeBron had 9. Jokic had 4. Michael Malone, right now in his 6th season, making progress every single year. And of course, last year was shortened. This year, they're off to a 12-8 start. They have a lead of 3 over the defending champs. And moments ago, our Reggie Miller caught up with Nuggets head coach Michael Malone.
Coach, the good news, the ball is moving. It's crisp, 8 assists on 13 made field goals.
Yeah, that's who we are, Reggie. You know, we're an unselfish team, always amongst the league leaders in assists per game, and the ball is flying like that. We're a lot harder to guard, so hopefully our defense can improve the second quarter.
I was going to say, that's the bad news. They're shooting 55% themselves.
Yeah, there's no doubt LeBron obviously got off to a hot start, which you never want to see when starting a game against the Lakers. I thought he closed the quarter well. Jamal was very aggressive. I thought the Michael Green starting on LeBron was a good look for us. So, but once again, 27 points, 55 for the field. Defense has to improve here.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
The aggressive Kuzma puts it up and in. JaMychal Green picks up a foul. Kuz has got his first 2 of the night. Brings the Lakers to within 1. They're just finishing up on the Nuggets. Reggie, they began 1-4. JaMychal Green was out early. The short camp, the short preseason. But they have gone 11-4 since. And talking to Michael Malone, he was saying we've had better ball movement. You mentioned it. Defense, rebounding. Those have been the components for Denver to come back and get back to where they belong, and they feel one of the top teams in the West.
And they're also missing another piece tonight in Gary Harris, the guy who's their starting shooting guard, is out with a leg injury.
Off to the races with Gordon Tucker. And there was a foul on the play. Lazo picked it up. Rookie from Argentina. That will be his first. Gary Harris, a left abductor strain. He's been struggling with his shot, but Reggie, they miss his defense, which
experience. And here, just 2-3 zone again by the Denver Nuggets.
Jalen Horton-Tucker taking it inside. Ball knocked away. It will be off of Denver. Clock will be at 12. Hartenstein is in there. So out there for the Lakers, James the only starter. Kuzma, Horton-Tucker, Caruso, and Harrell. It's Kuzma taking the three. Into Kuz, cutting to the rack. In a rebound inside by Porter. Out there at Monte Morris, Hartenstein. Fazo along with JaMychal Green. That's the Nugget 5. Michael Porter. Monte Morris, good cut, good drive, up and off in a foul. It'll be on the Lakers.
Beautiful cut there by Michael Porter Jr. LeBron James just fell a little bit asleep, and a little give and go action there by Porter Jr.
Harrell
Up
picks
the
up the foul.
basketball and just cut straight to the basket.
Reggie, we have these teams. I was looking at Legion Hoops today, and they were talking about the four conference finalists from last season. Boston 11-9, Miami 7-14, Lakers 16-6, Denver 12-8. Those normally aren't the kind of records you expect from your Final Four from the previous season.
But it's a very unique season because of the quick turnaround. Not a lot of training camp, and especially for those four, they were in the bubble, isolated from their family for a little over 3 months. So it's a different type of circumstances and year. But I think as the season goes on, especially like Miami and even Dallas tonight, Dallas has not looked good this season at all. They'll regain their form.
Driving inside, Porter picked up by Hartenstein, kicks it outside, Morris three, and the Denver Nuggets guard puts it up and through. Off the bench, Morris has got 7, and the lead at Denver 5. Their biggest so far in this one has been 6. Rotating out to Horton-Tucker with the hesitation. LeBron for a 6. Nice ball rotation. Kuzma 3. Kyle Kuzma.
Well, gets the hockey assist on that. His vision, his passing, which led to that Kuzma 3.
6 and 7 start for the Nuggets. For this season, now back up to 12-8 once again. Rotation block.
Touch pass. Wide open shot there by Kuz. But where's the Lakers defense? This is the #1 rated defensive team in the league.
Porter and Caruso. We had a play Saturday in Boston against the Celtics. They're raving about Hartenstein's going to pick up a foul right there.
And this is why they won a championship. You can talk about LeBron and AD all you want. They're great offensively, but defense, this team really gets after you.
LeBron on top. Barton's defense there. Just check back in. Kuzma 3. Rebound Green. And it's off to Porter. And back to Barton. Nice pump fake to get the defense to bite. And a 3 right down the hatch. A second 3 by JaMychal Green.
And Kevin, JaMychal Green having a career year in terms of scoring the basketball. Almost 11 points a game. And this is like found money for Coach Michael Malone.
Oh, nice weaving drive inside by Horton-Tucker. He's got 5. Good save there by Barton. Hartenstein is dad played overseas. He was born in the U.S., then grew up in Germany. Set a screen, and now he's going to go down low with Barton looking to feed. Caruso got in the way, but he throws it away, and there's Porter to cash in for the Denver Nuggets, and he's got 6. With the timeout, Denver's on top by 5. 8.5 in the first half on TNT.
All in one motion. That sweet look
the Denver Nuggets. Right now they're shooting 50%. LA shooting 52%. James out there, Kuzma, Horton, Tucker, Caruso, and Harrell. The Laker 5. LeBron is on Monte Morris. Gordon, Green, Porter, Hartenstein out there. There's a nice little shot which will drop inside. Monte Morris with 9 off the bench for the Denver Nuggets. And their bench right now has got a little bit more, 2 points more than the bench of the Lakers, Reggie.
Led by Morris, too. How good is he if you're Michael Malone, a guy that you can just trust to run your offense while your point guard Jamal Murray gets some valuable rest?
Hartenstein inside. Cut. Pretty shot. Fouled on the play. Puts it up and in.
Yeah, but who led that break there? The backup point guard, Monte Morris. Look how he penetrates. And look at all the blue jerseys around Morris and just finds the big fella with the nice, beautiful, soft touch.
Third-year player. Here he is at the line. He hasn't played before the last 5, but seeing time tonight. Davis will check back in. Checking out for the Los Angeles Lakers will be Taylor Horton Tucker. 5 points on 5 shots. LeBron will take a breather. He's got 11 so far on 8 shots.
How about 11 assists here in this first half already? We've got a little over 7 minutes left to go for the Denver Nuggets.
Here comes Caruso. Los Angeles Lakers off that 7-game road trip. 5-2, beat Atlanta by 8 on Monday. Davis across the lane, pickpocketed by the defensive-minded Millsap. With beat ahead, Monte Morris is picked up on the play by Caruso. Porter, Kuzma is there. Shot clock at 8. Knocked away by Davis, one of the top shot blockers in the NBA. Coming in number 5 tonight. Caruso, Kuzma, on 3, worked in, there's a trap. And a turnover by the Lakers.
Well, finally the defense starting to pick up a little bit. Here's Millsap with the steal on Anthony Davis. Michael Porter Jr. thinks he has a wide open shot, and the rotation over there by Anthony Davis with the block shot.
Bill Barton. Caldwell Pope is back in the game. Draws the defense. Davis goes out there. Working on Millsap. Rebound by Harrell. Average 18 points a game last year for the Clippers. Struggled a bit in the playoffs. Drive. Caldwell Pope puts it in. Counted for 2 and a foul on the play. Millsap was in the way. Kuzma the assist, and Millsap gets the foul for the Nuggets. Jokic is going to come off the bench now for the Denver Nuggets, who lead by 6. And the NBA tonight on TNT is brought to you by Taco Bell. Order ahead and pick up your favorites at our contactless drive-thru. And by USAA Insurance, auto, renters, and home insurance. USAA.
See what the Lakers can do now. We've got a little over 6 minutes left of bonus action. See how aggressive they can be at the offensive end. Try to get some easy ones from that charity stripe.
Murray back in. Porter, the only bench player. In right now, Jokic and works on Anthony Davis. With a bump and a shove and a shot and a foul. So Jokic goes in there. We were talking to Michael Malone today about Jokic, Reggie. He said, just think of how these 2 kids began. LeBron, we're going to watch this again, foul. Jokic was a player that was unknown, unheralded, right, coming out of Europe. And LeBron has been under the microscope since he was in high school in Akron, Ohio. And now these 2 players, one 36, LeBron, who's recently 36, and now they're wearing, by the way, that KN95 mask, newly mandated by the NBA. And Jokic at 25 are 2 names in the conversation as we began our broadcast tonight for a little more than a quarter through the season. The MVP, you can put Embiid in there too. Embiid has the #1 PER right now in the league.
have taken different paths, but they're still have met at the summit because they both do what every coach wants for your team. They're both unselfish. They could easily score 30 points a game, but they're happy if they score 6 and their team wins. They do a little bit of everything in terms of rebounding as well as setting up their teammates.
Yep, they make other players better, don't they, Reggie?
Yes,
The
sir.
miss by Davis is retrieved by Jokic. He's got 2 rebounds. Murray to Morris. Jokic is picked up by Harrell. Screened by Jokic. Schroeder now watching Jokic, and the shot clock is at 4. Size advantage, spin, drive, floater, up and tapped up and in. Millsap. He got it, taps it up and through. The Nuggets are on top by 8. And this is their biggest lead tonight. And points in the paint, even at 22 apiece. That tap in there. Here's one of the top 10 three-point shooters in the league, Caldwell Pope. Clock at 6. Jokic comes out on Harrell. Montrezl Harrell. Defense of the Nuggets, breaking number 20, Jokic with the spin. Their offense is number 3 in scoring. Number 4 rating. Jokic can't get the drop. Rivers got 7 with a dance and a feed. Caldwell Pope, a floater inside. Each team growing cold. Look at him drive. The trailing Millsap for 3. Schroeder.
Both these teams starting to come back to earth offensively here, Kevin.
They are. Davis out of bounds. Off the fingertips. It looked like Monte Morrison out. And the shot clock will be at 13. So the net rating for the Nuggets, Reggie, is 5. The net rating for the Lakers, number 1. The records wouldn't say that, but the parts, the play, and the statistics add up to those analytic numbers. For Frank Vogel, now in his 2nd season, who's going to bring LeBron, it looks like, back in the contest. And for Michael Malone of Denver.
See if LeBron can put 9 points in this ball game. Right now he's sitting on 11. Should be at a strong finish to the 2nd quarter.
And no Gary Harris tonight for the Denver Nuggets. Caldwell Pope. Rebound by Jokic. He corrals his 4th. Saul is back in. Schroeder will foul Murray. Now they
Mismatch
switch.
down
Saul
low.
goes out. Yeah. Millsap sees the advantage against Schroeder. Doubling is Gasol. Outside the 3. Green can't hit. Here comes LeBron. 5 of 8. 11 points on the fly. With the rebound by Barton. I don't know when the last minute had a basket go in here. There's a drive. As Gasol's in the way, and he will pick up the foul for the Los Angeles Lakers.
See if Gasol was set here on this drive by Barton. And may have been sliding just ever so slightly to his right.
First meeting of the season between these two, like we 78% against Utah Reds on Sunday in that big Denver win. 16 points, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. He's averaged 19 a game for the Nuggets. Nice little minor injuries throughout this season so far.
Nice little 12-3 run here by Denver.
Lakers have missed 6 in a row. Denver had missed 6 of 7, but that run holding intact, as you see, with just under 5 minutes on that run of 12-3. LeBron forcing the issue. Foul called. LeBron will pick it up, and what a play inside by JaMychal Green. Foul drawn. What a play. Green was right there.
Sure was. Didn't hesitate, didn't flinch. LeBron is saying he was pushed in the back by Jokic. That's the argument LeBron is saying with the officials.
It's amazing the number of minutes LeBron's playing and the production he's getting. Millsap on top.
Career low in minutes, Kevin.
Yeah.
33.
He's having a career year in every way as he works his way, carving into Kuzma, thrown away and out of bounds with the second on the shot clock. They'll take time away. Denver's on top by 12. Biggest lead tonight over the champion Lakers.
Anthony Davis has won it for the Lakers.
I think my time is now.
He was a 6'3" guard going into his junior year in high school. Grew 7 inches over the next year, and everybody in the country wanted him.
Anthony Davis has been incredible.
Time all-star, Vegas a spin, puts it in. Dominant.
1-2 punch of AD and LeBron really get things going.
Laker ball, Bucks lead it by 3. Here's LeBron for 3. This is Davis, played by Giannis with some help. Nice pass to set it up. LeBron taking to the rim.
LeBron and AD can impact the game on both ends.
James to Davis for 3 to tie it up.
The best closer possibly in the history of the game with the ball in his hands. James around the screen from Davis. LeBron dribbles, puts his head down, drives to Anthony Davis, slam dunk, rolls to the bucket, bounces right to him, two-handed jam.
I'm joking.
face, Kevin. He couldn't even finish that interview. But it shows you the mutual respect between Jokic and LeBron and the comparison.
Just had a shot clock violation right there. Jokic is 7th in points, 4th in assists, number 2 in player efficiency rating, number 1 in double-doubles. He's hit a double-double every one of the 20 games he's played this year. 2.5 to play in that. What a cut by James. What a great throw inside by Davis. And LeBron's got 13. Davis with his second assist. Harden and Green outside. Nuggets have won 6 of 7. Lakers have won 5 of 7. Denver leading the rebounding here tonight by 11 so far. The advantage on top of LA. The diving move right there. Schroeder twice. What defense by Schroeder. That was amazing. Put that on film. Woo!
That's how you win championships right there.
That was great.
Right? He's coming to a team. Nice, beautiful move here by LeBron James, but Schroeder coming to a championship team. That's the type of effort and plays that get you jewelry.
As you step on the court with the Oculus front row view, you just saw LeBron and Schroeder. 2 dives, knocking it away. Unbelievable defense. Missing inside. Here comes Denver the other way. Murray leads them with 10. LeBron leads the Lakers with 13. Jokic so far has got 5. And here comes Murray again. Starting, stopping, looking for Jokic. Schroeder again, a pass inside. Jokic to Green, corkscrew and a foul. Saul may have been reaching in there, Reg, and he'll pick it up with our clock at 1:36 to go in this first meeting this season with these two teams. Davis the foul. He'll pick up. Anthony will. His 3rd foul. He's the only player right now with 3. And at the line is Green. He will check out. Kuzma has come in the contest. Davis will sit. Sean Bean joins Jennifer Connelly and DeBee Diggs in the critically acclaimed sci-fi series Snowpiercer. All new Mondays 9 on TNT.
Hey, Kev, you know, we talked about no fans, obviously, in a lot of these buildings. The play there by Schroeder. Think about if this would have been a packed Staples Center. How crazy the fans. See, it's plays like that that kind of jumpstart your play and your team. You know, right now, the Lakers not playing particularly well, but plays like that, when you get the fans going, that's what's missed with not having people in the building. I mean, this is textbook. This is how you do it. Not once, but twice. That's effort. That's how you win points in the locker room right there. Sacrificing your body.
He was the number 1 scorer. Was Dennis Schroeder off the bench with Oklahoma City at just under 19 points a game. We talked before, Reggie, and it's so great our crew puts this up, these hustle stats, because there's one thing the Lakers have always prided themselves on. Last year with Vogel and this year is you play harder than your opponent, and it sets a mentality. Go for those 50-50 balls. And so this season on those loose balls are number 5, number 1 in charges drawn. Those hustle stats are a big part of what makes the Lakers what they are.
And Kevin, who did they add to their squad? Players like that. Schroeder, Montrezl Harrell, Wes Matthews, Marc Gasol. That's part of the DNA of this Laker championship team.
Jokic on top and Gasol follows him out there. Murray's on top and there is Schroeder right there. Shot clock is down to 8. Switch, Gasol, pass inside. Shot clock at 4. Murray is 3 of 7. Doubled on the wing, off balance 2. And LeBron is right there, and he's off to the races with his 6th rebound. Kuzma ahead. What a pass by LeBron. Nice transition by LA.
It's funny, I don't know if that's LeBron in his 18th season or his first. It looks exactly the same. It looks exactly the same. Look at him. Look at this.
Look how aggressive he is. Just claims that ball right off the glass, rips it away, takes it the other way. Nice defense by Murray. turnover. It's Jokic. They've got a 3-on-2 on the wing. Monte Morris, the fake, the feed, and up and down and off, and it's Green. Finally perseveres and puts it through.
Michael Green in the starting lineup because of the injury to Gary Harris. Double digits now along with Murray. With 12
4-second
points.
difference, game clock and shot clock. Here comes Schroeder. Works on Green, floats inside, foul call. Michael Green will pick that up. Second one on him. The hustle of these Lakers. I mean, this is a team, Reggie, that at its core has defense on its mind. I mean, they may have these terrific elite James and Anthony Davis type players, two of the top 5 players in the NBA, but what they have really prided themselves on is that hustle with Schroeder at the line, Green picking up the foul.
And Kev, let's give Denver a little bit of credit as well. This is a team that's also deep, and when they want to get after you defensively with a Gary Harris who's not playing tonight, or a Will Barton, Paul Millsap, JaMychal Green, those guys can get after you defensively as well.
Got it to go. Denver out there with Jokic, Barton, Murray, Porter, Monte Morris. Jokic setting the screen. Morris working around. And the floater after the feed. Got it. I think before the buzzer had dropped, they'll look at it right there. But Jokic looks to have put it up and through, which would be his 7th point on his 6th rebound. And we can't, yeah, it's definitely up. We can't see right there. We lost the
call is a successful 2-point
Right, here we go. Got it. Middle count.
And it easily could have been an and one as well.
Right after a quick break and a 12-point lead by Denver in LA against the defending champs, we take you to Atlanta for the American Express halftime report. You're watching the NBA on TNT.
Ready or not, here they come. Your top plays from NBA.com. Mavericks ended their 6-game losing streak on Wednesday night. They get us started at number 10. Luka Doncic with the Euro and the dish. Paul George had a huge night in Cleveland. Here's just some of the hugeness. The best 2 of his 36. The Clippers beat the Cavaliers. The Wizards won on the road in Miami. Rookie Deni Avdija found a lane he liked and went hammering against the Heat, and that is number 8. Zion Williamson making it look easy in the Big Easy. He landed eventually at number 7. And if that's number 7, I gotta see number 6. 2-time MVP Giannis Antetokounmpo pummeling the Pacers and the rim simultaneously, and he had the pose to prove it. To the top 5, DeMar DeRozan destroying the Timberwolves D for 30 points on the night, getting it done at 31. Number 4, Malik Monk to Miles Bridges, who is miles above Dwight Howard before he came down. You like this? More Miles to come. He'll be back. To number 3, where Lauri Markkanen knows how to be finished. He's also an effective dunker. Just ask the New York Knicks from Wednesday night. Continuing the international theme, Switzerland, meet Latvia. Kristaps Porzingis renders Clint Capella, you might say, neutral in this exchange. And to close it out, take your pick. You like the pass from LaMelo Ball or the windmill finish from Miles Bridges? Ball to Bridges. It's a beautiful thing, and it is number 1 in our top 10 plays.
He was an unheralded 9th-round pick of the Washington Capitals in the 1950 NBA draft. But on Halloween night in Rochester, New York, rookie Earl Lloyd from West Virginia State would make history.
First African American ever to play a game in the NBA. Earl Lloyd is one solid block of the NBA
givers or takers, or eye guys, or people who gave themselves up for the team. Earl was one of those type of persons who would give himself up for the team win, whatever it cost.
Didn't have it easy, but he was well respected here and rightfully so. And he guarded the toughest guy every night, and that's not an easy role. But he hung in there tough.
Seymour gives to Lloyd, who gets the basket, and the Nats defeat the Knicks 91-82.
He did his job, and he did his job very, very well. We would not have won the championship in 1955 had not have been for Earl Lloyd, because he played the Fort Wayne Pistons and then key guy with George Bradley. And George Bradley was a tough cookie.
Fort Wayne, George Johnson, and Syracuse's Earl Lloyd tried to outmaneuver one another.
Earl was just a person you could depend on, a solid citizen. He was just a great asset to the Syracuse Nationals. You know, a key member of his team. I loved him. Come on, baby.
Play confidently. Make sure we continue to think side to side. Move their leg. Tatum crosses Davis over, gets to the rim, falling away, puts it in. Jason Tatum with a tough shot. Game of runs. We made our run in the second quarter. We answer back here. Kick it to LeBron. Three-pointer by LeBron. Good.
Keep making plays. Let's keep our defense together now, okay? We got to defend right now and rebound, and then we've got to
Lopez going to the rim and slams it over Bertans.
Oh, Durant! That is a man's jam! Either Chris Paul or Devin Booker will be involved here.
It is Paul with 6 seconds. Paul guarding Bill Von Cleveland. Now Booker squares up for three. Over Richardson with 1.5 left. Suns go in front. Beautiful pass to Devontae. Oh, my goodness! Didn't see that coming. A Billy D.
Tap the top of your head.
Works on Gasol, takes him inside. The former Defensive Player of the Year defending. Slammed in inside with a nice play by Green. The game was canceled, and the Nuggets really could have used it, and they took advantage. Here's a nice try by LeBron. 2 in a row right down the boulevard. He's got 9.
Kev, doesn't it always seem like LeBron James is playing downhill? Laker bench, but how about Horton Tucker coming off as well?
Oh, play by Murray. Skies and jackhammers it in. Coach Gasol, look at the old center. Take it down, work into Jokic. That's a Jokic-type move into Davis. What a great pass. And the flush, the result.
Offensively for this Laker team, I just think he can get any shot he wants, and he's just going to compliment AD and LeBron. Beautiful pass.
Rotating out to Horton Tucker with the hesitation. LeBron for a 6. Nice ball rotation. Kuzma 3. Kyle Kuzma. And it's off to Porter. And back to Barton. Nice pump fake to get the defense to bite in a 3 right down the hatch. A second 3 by JaMychal Green.
Points a game. And this is like found money for Coach Michael Malone.
Oh, nice weaving drive inside by Horton Tucker. Set a screen, and now he's going to go down low with Barton looking to feed. Caruso got in the way, but he throws it away, and there's Porter to cash in.
Your point guard Jamal Murray gets some valuable rest.
Hartenstein inside, got it. Pretty shot, fouled on the play, puts it up and in. Rebound by Harrell. Average 18 points a game last year for the Clippers. Struggled a bit in the playoffs. Drive, Caldwell Pope puts it in. Counting for 2 and a foul on the play. second chance points teams in the NBA. Look what Denver has done to them tonight with offensive rebounding, leading to plus 10 in that category. Rebounding advantage of 13 and a lead of 12 at halftime on the road.
Well, the Nuggets pretty good in the offensive glass as well, obviously led by the Joker Jokic, doing a nice job of keeping balls alive as well as possessions alive for Denver.
I'm broadcasting from my basement. Driving inside Caldwell Pope, who puts it up and in, and he left the game momentarily in the first half, retaping his left ankle. Reggie looked pretty good right there. He brings the Lakers to within 10. Millsap on top with Green, Jokic, Barton, and Murray. Shot clock is down to 7. Murray with the ball, 10 in the first. This is over Gasol. Pretty shot, and a tough one, too, by Jamal Murray.
Fading out of bounds right there, as well as shooting over a 7-footer.
Schroeder working on a 7-footer like Jokic and makes a move.
That's a good call there by the official because Jokic had his hands all over Schroeder, but look at the fade here by Jamal Murray. It's fading out of bounds, the outstretched hands there of Gasol. Good concentration there by Murray.
Jokic picks up the foul. Schroeder is at the free throw line, where tonight he is 2 of 2. Denver beat Utah on Sunday, had their game canceled Monday against Detroit. They were coming off a 5-game road trip, and they took on the Jazz back in Denver. Murray again. Schroeder's defense is right there. Pickpockets Murray. Here comes LeBron. Get out of the way. And he comes flying down that lane. Jokic was in the way, along with others. And that foul with the Gasol assist. Denver will pick up the foul with LeBron getting 2 more. Reggie's got 15.
Hey, Kim, I hope people are appreciating this, right? I mean, in his 18th season, to still be able to play downhill, to still have this athleticism, to expand your game and become a much better three-point shooter, but he's got to get better at that. You can't airball a free throw. I can't give you all that praise, and then you airball a free throw.
Yeah, this time. LeBron is averaging 25 points. Now we're going to shoot a free throw. So, yep, that is something you don't see very often. And Green had it. But anyway, it's a 7-point game. Here comes Murray. Davis is going to follow him around with the clock. 7, and there's a shove.
Is that on Millsap?
Foul is called. That's the 3rd, and it goes on Millsap. He's got 3. Jokic has 3. Both starters for the Denver Nuggets. I was going to say about LeBron, averaging 25 a game. The next oldest player to average more than 25, LeBron being 36, is Kevin Durant at 32.
Yeah, but both of these
foul called on Schroeder.
Kev, both of those players really take care of the ball. Ooh, nice move there by Jamal Murray, just to turn Schroeder around. But it's all about taking care of your body, which both of those players do.
Gasol, open triple. There's a Jokic rebound. Jokic is average. As we told you before, each game a double-double. He's had a double-double every game this season. Last player to do that in the first 20 games this season. Bill Russ back in 1976.
34, I believe, right? 34, right? I mean, you got LeBron breaking
34. You're exactly right. You're exactly right.
I mean, think about some of these long-time records, you know, on the verge of being broken. Nice cut there by Joker.
What a pass. That baby had some serious gas on it. Barton gets the assist. As Jokic comes up with 2, he's got 9. And that will float in gently from outside. Anthony Davis, who didn't score all that well in the first half with 4, now has 6. Murray takes it, his floater at the other end, and put down hard by JaMychal Green, who leads Denver with 14 points.
And another offensive rebound. We kind of highlighted that at halftime. Once again, picking up where they left off in that second quarter.
saying it's off Murray. Reggie, the Lakers tonight from 3 are 4 of 17. And now for the 6th game in their last 7, they are either 33% from 3 or worse. Tonight, they're not off to that great start. Still a half to go, but 4 of 17. That's a long shot. Schroeder, who got fouled and bumped on the play.
Just to take it a step further,
Jamal Murray, he'll pick up his first.
And Kevin, to your point, the Lakers, they're 10-1 when they make 12 or more threes. They're only 6-5 when they make less than 11 or less. So it shows you how much they really rely on that three-point ball.
And you can see home and road, that 12-2 record, the #1 road record in the NBA, and historically the best starts to begin a season on the road. Davis inside, he's in a sandwich right there, and it's Gasol. Shot clock at 2, shuffles and works over Jokic, and Davis got the offensive rebound, up and off and fouled on the play. Green, he tagged him inside as AD hits the deck.
That was just effort right there by Anthony Davis for this offensive rebound. This basically shoves Millsap out of the way there.
Here's Anthony Davis at the stripe, 71% free throw shooter. Told you earlier, 19th in rebounding, 5th in block shots. Averaging 22 a game. 1 live game, scores, highlights, and more. All in one place. Get the all-new NBA app. Download today via the App Store or Google Play. Free throw shooting in this one. Lakers have gone 9 of 14. The Nuggets, 11 of 12. Here is Murray with 12 points. Jokic, primed by Gasol, blocked inside by one of the top shot blockers in Davis. It's LeBron in transition, corkscrews, and gets 2 inside. 17 for LeBron James. And just like that, 12-point lead at halftime is down to 5. Lakers charging on TNT.
Seconds remaining. Denver a foul to give. Rajon Rondo is in the inbounds on the baseline left.
I'm sitting there and right here by the front of the ball. Don't take the ball out. You know, I got like the internal clock in my head, and I'm wondering like, yo, what the hell, Joe? You don't throw me the ball. Why you keep pump faking the ball? Like, throw me the ball so I can get this shot off. I didn't even see AD trailing around me like that, man. And when he threw the bounce pass, I was like, that can't be for me. That thing is too wide. I can't get that ball.
Rondo, he puts it in. Here's Davis, 4-3 in the win.
AD shot that thing, and I was just looking in the air. It's like when you're watching one of those basketball sports movies growing up, and that ball be hanging in the air for about 15, 20 minutes, and it's only really 1 second. They hit the slow motion on it. That's what it felt like in the game.
Oh, it's good. Anthony Davis has won it for the Lakers.
I'm so happy that he got that moment, man. It was like a man, I'm proud of big brother seeing that game go like that.
just because I want to get the water cooler a little bit buzzing tomorrow. You know, this is the one question I get from all my cycling buddies like Justin and Corey Williams, Pacey McElvin. Who is the greatest of all time? And I try to tell them, you know, and we talk about Tom Brady, who's getting ready to play in his 10th Super Bowl. You know, the excellence that we've seen over a long time between these two players. I tell people this, if we were playing shirts and skins and I was playing, I would probably want to be on LeBron's team. Because MJ and I play the same position. If I'm up in the stands and I'm watching them two play, who am I going for? There's no question, number 23, Michael Jordan.
Murray with the three. LeBron trying to claim it. Gasol picked up a foul. Here is Millsap. 4 minutes gone. Lakers have outscored Denver in this quarter, 13-6 so far. Gilgit dips inside. There's Gasol, who's defending on the play, and Gasol will pick up the foul.
And Kevin, I'm
36 years of age.
I'm not going to let you off the hook here. You've seen a lot of basketball. You've been around this game a long time. I'm sure you get asked those questions as well. I mean, between
you say your cycling buddies ask you that question with Millsap, and what a shot there by Davis. My jazzercise friends ask me, like Clyde and Butch and Joe, they ask me about all these things during jazzercise, and I tell them, Michael Jordan, LeBron and Kobe are 1, 2, and 3, and I don't know what order.
I agree. It's hard to pick that. You got to throw Tim Duncan in there as well. Obviously, Shaq. I mean, it's
driving his Murray inside. Nice shot by Jamal Murray, and he's got 14.
Just trying to get Twitter going. That's all.
Schroeder, his shot from out. That's a 2 by Schroeder. Give him 14. LeBron's got 17 in the game. Jokic has put in 9. Jermichael Green with 14 like Murray. Those are the high scores. With Denver coming in 12-8. Lakers coming in 16-6. First meeting this year. Rematch of the Western Conference Finals. Millsap will drive on Davis. Shot clock at 5. And a nice play inside by Millsap. Not bad to go. Reggie, the 4-time All-Star. Paul Millsap. In his 15th season. There's a turnover. Green again. Millsap on the side. That's a 2-point shot over Davis and a rebound by Caldwell Pope.
That's too quick of a shot there by Millsap.
Schroeder impressive tonight with 14 points. Terrific defense. 13-foot shot is right down right there by Dennis Schroeder.
And a technical foul on Schroeder, who felt that he was fouled on that jump shot.
In the trade from Oklahoma City for Danny Green. Ozzy. He was a pro at 17 in Germany. He's got teed up. Here is Murray at the line.
Well, that was directed right at the official. That's why it's technical. That is not really anything he said, right? It was like calling the foul, but when you're looking right at the official with no fans in the building, you're going to get a technical for that.
All he was doing was counting like to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10.
Send all your mail to Kevin Harlan, please. Send all.
That's it right there. Father Sievers taught me, and I didn't remember one word. 8 to fire. Shot down the hatch. Good looking one right there. Murray was 17. He and LeBron, the game high scored so far.
How about this? Anthony Davis, only 5 field goal attempts.
Yes.
That can't happen. That can't happen, Kevin.
Schroeder, nice pass. Look away. And Caldwell Pope trains a 3. Give him 8. He is the number 8 3-point shooter in the NBA. Contavious Caldwell Pope. Scoring this quarter. Both teams shooting well. Martin with the try. He'll slither for 2. Nice play and the shot picked up. Back and forth we go. Baseline to baseline. It's Murray and Porter knocked away. What defense by Kuzma. What a play by Kyle Kuzma.
And Kev, this is the difference in the NBA. That was a 4-on-2 break for Denver. This should have been a layup. But what does it turn out to be? A 3-point attempt by Porter Jr. Great job there by Kuzma, not giving up on the play right there. But terrible transition offense there by Denver on a 4-on-2. That's got to be a layup.
Millsap drew the foul. He has 4. Marc Gasol has 4. Tim Morris has to check back in. Here at the free throw line is Dennis Schroeder. That terrific career year a season ago. FanDuel gives you more ways to win this NBA season with sports betting, daily fantasy, and free-to-play games. Sign up and play at FanDuel.com. Dennis Schroeder was initially the number 17 pick by Atlanta, where he played for 5 years, 2 years with the Thunder. By the way, he was in that voting with the 6-man award, finishing number 2 to Harrell, who is right now defending Jokic. Harrell won it with the Clippers. Good twisting to get free. Nice dribbling, good looking handle, and a great pass inside. Murray finds Porter. What a pass by Jamal Murray.
Stay in motion, stay active, keep your hands ready. Good things will happen to you. Beautiful move there to create that there by Murray, but look at the backup by Porter Jr. and the finish.
Murray is on his game. He's got 4 assists. He leads Denver. Porter off the bench with 8 and 7 shots. He's only played 12 minutes. Kuzma. Horton Tucker trying to get free. Shot clock at 1. Kuzma off balance for 3 and picked up by Murray. And the Nuggets are running, and the Lakers are back on D. They got set. Nice transition defense there by L.A. Porter, 3. Davis defends. Rebound, Harrell. And Schroeder. And Kuzma. Shooting in the game. Both teams are 45%. Harrell inside. Counted for 2. Murray got in the way, and looks like Murray's going to pick up the foul. There's Harrell. We mentioned before that Harrell struggled in the playoffs, and Reggie, you and I were down there covering that in Orlando with our 5.5 beautiful weeks together. But we remember he was playing. Harrell was playing with a heavy heart. He lost his grandmother that summer, right around the beginning. Also had some COVID issues, and he was very close to his grandmother. And said, she was about as important a person in my life as anyone. And it clearly affected him in the playoffs. He only averaged 10 points there, where he averaged in the regular season. I think he just pointed to his grandmother right there. He averaged 10 points in the playoffs, whereas he averaged 18 points in the regular season.
Yeah, understandably, his head just wasn't there. It was gone. And you know, he had glimpses of that 6th Man of the Year type games, but especially in the semifinals when the Clippers were going against the Denver, he just wasn't there.
Shot clock at 4, outside, Green 3, out of bounds, 1.8. It's off L.A. Lakers have James and Davis on the floor. Kuzma, Horton Tucker, along with Harrell. Tucker grew up in the Chicago area with the Simeon. Jokic got it fired, no, and picked up by Davis inside. Davis has his 6th rebound. Quickly the other way, Harrell shoved by Jokic. His momentum carried him in. Harrell the deck. Jokic picks up the foul. That will be number 4 on him.
You're not going to say anything about the LeBron pass? Are you kidding me?
It's amazing.
Wow.
Look at this.
I mean, that's a laser. Just run the floor. Now you understand when I tell people, if we're playing shirts and skins and I'm involved in the game, I hope I'm on LeBron's team. Because all I got to do is run. Now, if I'm a fan and I'm up in the stands and I want
36. He is with 25 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists. Reggie, through the first 20 games of the season, he had hit 55 threes, which was for him the most he had done in the first 20 games of the season. His three-point shooting is up to 41%. Harrell at the stripe. Montrezl is the first. Hartenstein will check that in, and here are the numbers for LeBron James, who a season ago, Reggie, was number 2 in MVP voting. I think like the 4th time he reached number 2. And as we all know, he's won a bunch of those. He's won 4. And right now, if they had to vote today, he might win through the limited time we have had to the start of this season. He's played that well.
He may, but right now Embiid's probably a little bit ahead of him because of the play of Philly and what he's doing. But again, I hope people are appreciating it. Career low in minutes.
Now, yeah, that is something, isn't it? I think I saw something with Embiid when he plays. So Philly is 14-2. Let's step aside on TNT. Blazers and the Clippers play tonight. We have a very bunched up group there. Those top 4 teams are terrific. And look at the Blazers, just a half game out of the top 4. Phoenix is 1 game out, as is Golden State and San Antonio.
And both conferences look exactly like that. I think there's going to be some fantastic matchups as the season kind of unwinds and we get in, especially after the All-Star break in the beginning of March, how teams start to position themselves.
Davis weaving inside, lost the ball. Back. Cued in by Kuzma. Here comes LeBron down court. He finds Talen Horton-Tucker. He'll drive and wheel his way for 2. Nice play by Horton-Tucker. He has earned time. They have changed and shortened this lineup. The rotation of Frank Vogel has been kind of squeezed in. They've tightened the screws. A run right here by Morris. With Harrell defending, and it was a good job with the defense and out of bounds and LA's job. But Reggie, the 2 players that have struggled with no time as you watch Horton-Tucker take it in with a beautiful reverse. Not seeing the kind of time now. On the 3rd DNP CD, Wesley Matthews and Morris. Markieff Morris.
And it's a long season, and those guys will be back in the rotation at some point, but you got to roll with the hot hands, and that's Horton-Tucker and obviously Caruso.
Oh, what a smooth deuce right there by LeBron James with 19. He is 9 of 15 shooting, and he leads all scorers tonight. Schroeder with 18 for the Lakers. Lakers get the lead with them right there. They've led by as many as 2. Denver's led by as many as 12. Outside 3, Green, no. And Green got it away as Davis couldn't snare it with a drive and a whistle. Green picks it up. Kuzma taking it inside hard, and that's the kind of hustle plays that the Lakers love.
Well, they're number 1 in taking charges in the association, sacrificing their bodies, and here's Kuzma on point right there, taking that charge.
Reggie, one thing about the Nuggets, they have had a tough time maintaining big leads. Their lead as big as 12 back in that first half. And a shot by Kuzma will go right down from 3. Book it with Kyle Kuzma with 11 off the bench.
See what happens when you do a nice defensive effort. Right there by Kuzma, gets rewarded with the 3 at the other end.
4-point lead. Here's a shot. Porter can't get it. Green keeps it alive. Volleyballs it out. Murray tried to fire. Kuzma was right there. Back on top. Porter 3. And a Kuzma rebound. Quick hits down. What a great throw. LeBron James hits Harrell. That's like Mahomes to Kelsey. Wow.
Someone's getting ready. Someone's getting ready.
Murray outside. Great deflection. Lakers are on a roll by 6. Horton-Tucker gives them a 7-point lead. Make it an 8-point lead. 83-75. Biggest lead tonight for the Los Angeles Lakers. And Reggie, defense has been right at the core.
15-0 run by the Lakers. And you're right. All done at the defensive end.
Lakers had 46 points at halftime. Denver had 58. Inside, Hartenstein. Up and off. Picked up by Davis. Can they get a shot away? And James from half court. You heard the buzzer. You saw the light in the 3rd quarter has come to a close. James with 19. Schroeder with 18. Kuzma with 11 off the bench. The defending champs are on top on TNT. Let's go to the 4th.
Inside the arc is Jokic.
Jokic will give and go with Jamal Murray, who banked it in. Jamal Murray with the basket.
Jokic has it at the point, hands it off to Jamal Murray.
Jokic has a straightaway 3 wide open.
Rockets coast to coast, presented by T-Mobile. LeBron right on the screws. Harrell twists and puts it up. LeBron, 5 assists, 7 rebounds, 19 points. Down by 12 at halftime. The Lakers and their coach Frank Vogel are up 83-75. And moments ago, Reggie Miller caught up with the Lakers head coach.
Coach, you finished that third quarter on a 15-0 run, really led by your defense.
Yeah, that was a little stretch that was called Laker basketball. We're flying around, double teaming, get a lot of deflections, and that's igniting our break. And we've shown bursts throughout this year where we can go on runs like that. And that was a strong finish to the third quarter, but we got a lot of work to do still.
Anthony Davis, only 6 field goal attempts. Can we kind of get him going a little bit in this fourth quarter?
For sure. We definitely talked about that at halftime. Didn't get him involved enough. We're trying to get him some there. They're double teaming in the post. He's making the right play, but he'll be involved.
Thank you, Coach.
We've had a 20-point turnaround since halftime. Where Denver led by 12. Now they're down by 8. Reggie, we're talking about this at the end of the third quarter. Maintaining leads has been a point of emphasis for head coach Michael Malone. They've been trying to figure out ways to close out games in the fourth. Maintaining leads, though, has been a difficult thing.
And now I think they're going to have to go back to the basics. So what we saw in that first and second quarter playing through Jokic, who's been just as quiet as Anthony Davis. Joker all 4 of 11 field goals and 9 points.
It's LeBron, shot clock at 3. This is over Green. Picked up by the hustling Caruso. That's one of the reasons why they begin with this lineup to start the fourth quarter, because of the energy, the defense, and the driving ability right there. The penetration by Horton Tucker, who's got 11.
Now you see why he's in this rotation for Coach Vogel. Not only defensively, but he can score the basketball.
Monte Morris. We'll watch it go through. Off the bench, Morris out there with Porter. Morris has 11. Barton, Jokic, and Green out there for Denver. Horton Tucker will float inside and scoop it home and give him 13 off the bench. Now the bench is getting a hand on the throat here. It's a 10-point lead for the Lakers on TNT.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be recorded, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
at 8. Open Millsap, triple, late close. Horton Tucker picked up by Caruso. 19 for LeBron. Screen by Harrell. The triple is right down the hatch. 22 for LeBron James.
And shooting that three with ease, too. Effortless.
22 points on 17 shots. A runner inside. Will not go. There's a close range by the Knights. Retake it. And Monte Morris with a whistle and a foul. Jokic admits that shot. If the Lakers go on to win tonight, they'll tie the Clippers for number 2 in the West. Utah on top by a margin of that game. LeBron inside. Caruso with the assist. Biggest lead right now, 12 points for the Lakers tonight after trailing by 12 at halftime. The second half has seen a 24-point turnaround with the Lakers leading by their largest margin. There's a foul. Harrell's going to put that out. Alvarez picks up number 2. Picked up by Anthony Davis. 8th rebound with 11 points. LeBron's got 24, 8 and 7 assists. He's played 32 minutes. He's taken 18 shots. He's on the bench right now. And Schroeder is trying to work and find their way. So Davis, Caldwell, Pope, and Schroeder, and Caruso, and they're on the floor for the Lakers. NBA.com, the NBA app, all kinds of ways to watch and to get information. Murray 3. Nice shot. 20 routine for Murray. He averages 19 a game.
He's looking back because of that three-point shooting, but will be enough here.
Each team has hit 7 threes tonight. And that pass thrown away by Davis and Schroeder. Good night. Lasso it from the sideline. 15 turnovers. 10 games, he's got 21 double-doubles. That ball was kicked. Shot clock will be at 14. And Reggie, we've had some great bench scoring tonight. There's the 16 for Denver off the bench. Horton Tucker, who's back in the game for the Lakers. 13. Cruz put in 12 for LA.
Both these teams are deep, and that's what they rely on. That's why they can sustain a major injury as Schroeder goes down to 3 because of the depth.
21 points for Schroeder. He has his second 3. Schroeder averages 13 a game. Murray driving by Caldwell. Moves it back outside. Tees one up from 3. Wide open to 5. Here's the rebound. James with 8 assists. Davis finds it up. Caldwell broke open on that big side. The great shooting will fall. The lead 104 just like that. The blink of an eye. They pour it on. The lead back to 15. Utah won tonight. They are the #1 team in the West, and Denver beat them Sunday. Murray gets help from others like Barton, and in the corner, Millsap 3 and a rebound by LeBron. He's got a 27 points, 10 rebounds, 9th double-double of the season. The durability, filling it. Oh, and what a pass! Flying and coming out of the rafters was Anthony Davis for 2.
Now LeBron one assist away from a triple-double. Talking about the double-doubles. One assist away. He already had one triple-double early part of the season.
Barton missing the 3. Nuggets are cold. The Lakers have watched their shooting percentage
62%. Think about this. 62% of his career games, he has scored 25-plus points. That's greatness. That is greatness.
Look at the big man that just made right there. All kinds of players on the field. Although Harrell has it right here as he makes a swing move by Zeke Nashi, who's a rookie out of Arizona State. He's in the game with Chan Shaw, who is in the Pennsylvania player for Denver. R.J. Hampton is in the and Marcus Howard was the 5 on the floor with a shot right here. Put in by Nashi, retrieved by Horton Tucker, who throws down, and look at there is Harrell waiting again. So many times out there for the Lakers, Horton Tucker, Harrell Cook, and Alfonso McKinney. He's a new green man. Out there, picked up. Here comes Keelan. 17 off the bench for him. Harrell with 13 off the bench. Well, this was a rested Denver team, and actually a pretty rested LA Laker team coming in. Lakers played Monday in Atlanta, left on Tuesday, and here they are. But as they were talking earlier, the Lakers really had so few practices with the foul on Harrell. Bull will be at the line, the son of the late Manute Bol, who played center in the NBA. But they're using Reggie kind of basically practices. Instead of actually being away from, we come together for games, and they're using games as practice. Both coaches have done it, although not that they can change to practice a little bit more when their game was canceled against Detroit as that ball was kicked. But these teams are using the game basically as practice because they have a protocol that's like weather.
Unique season, just like it was last year in the bubble in Orlando. You got to learn to adapt.
Long shot won't go. Chanshaw take it the other way. So don't get a lot of time in there right now. RJ hand off on the side. Nashi puts it up and in. It's only the 10th game that he's played. Although he has played in the last 3, now 4 straight appearances for him. As he continues in the late stages of what will be the Lakers' 17th win this season. And their 6th win in the last 8. Could have got a 5-year player to
category or in the name or in the likes of some of the greats that have ever played this game. It's just very humbling. You know, I just think back to my upbringing, think back where I'm from, you know, and reading the magazines, reading the books, you know, just reading the history of the game because I love the game so much. I want